Behind the calm, composed exterior of every Sigma male lies a complex inner world full of unspoken fears. Often described as lone wolves, Sigma males are self-reliant, independent, and fiercely individualistic. They thrive on personal autonomy and prefer to navigate life on their own terms, without conforming to societal expectations or seeking validation from others. However, despite their seemingly unshakable facade, these men have deep-seated fears that shape their thoughts, behaviors, and choices in ways that are not always visible to those around them. Unlike alpha males who are outwardly dominant or beta males who follow a more passive approach, Sigma males exist outside of traditional social hierarchies. They prefer solitude, avoiding the limelight, and often maintain a mysterious or aloof persona. But beneath this surface of cool detachment lies a world of hidden insecurities and anxieties that reveal their human side. These fears can range from deeply personal concerns about failure or emotional vulnerability to broader existential worries about losing control over their lives. In this exploration of Sigma psychology, we'll uncover some of the most prevalent fears that drive Sigma males, fears they often keep locked away and would never readily admit. Whether you're a Sigma male yourself or simply curious about what makes them tick, understanding these fears will offer insight into their complex, multifaceted personalities. Here are 9 things Sigma males fear the most, though they may never admit them outright. 1. Losing control of emotions in public. Despite their composed and seemingly unflappable demeanor, one of the greatest fears that Sigma males carry is losing control of their emotions in public. While most people fear embarrassment to some degree, for a Sigma, this fear goes much deeper. To them, emotions are highly personal and private, a part of themselves they carefully guard. The idea of breaking down emotionally, whether through crying, anger, or even unrestrained joy, feels like losing control over their carefully maintained image of strength and self-sufficiency. Sigma males often go to great lengths to avoid situations where their emotions could spill over. They may rehearse difficult conversations in their minds, suppress their feelings, or avoid emotionally charged situations altogether to ensure they don't reveal vulnerability. To a Sigma, showing emotion in public is akin to revealing a chink in their armor, making them feel exposed to potential judgment or exploitation. The fear of being seen as weak or incapable is a significant driving force behind their emotional restraint. While others may interpret this as coldness or detachment, it is, in reality, a self-preservation mechanism. This fear of emotional exposure also ties into a broader anxiety about losing control. Sigmas pride themselves on being in control of their emotions, their actions, and their environments. Anything that disrupts this sense of control, particularly in front of others, triggers a profound sense of discomfort. They want to be seen as strong, resilient, and capable, even if maintaining this facade comes at the cost of emotional expression and connection. 2. Opening up to others only to be let down. For Sigma males, trust is earned slowly and with great caution. They are not the type to wear their hearts on their sleeves or form quick friendships. Instead, they take their time building relationships, carefully assessing the other person's reliability and intentions. The fear that underlies this cautious approach is the dread of being betrayed or let down by someone they've opened up to. Having experienced betrayal or abandonment in the past, many Sigmas develop an aversion to vulnerability, fearing that letting someone in too closely will lead to disappointment or emotional pain. Unlike more social personality types who may recover quickly from relationship setbacks, Sigma males often take such betrayals deeply to heart. They invest heavily in the few relationships they have, and when these bonds are broken, whether through dishonesty, disloyalty, or simply fading away, it can feel like a fundamental violation of trust. This fear leads many Sigmas to build walls around themselves, only allowing a select few into their inner circle and often testing those individuals before granting full access to their thoughts and feelings. Opening up is difficult for them because it represents a loss of control over their emotional well-being. They understand that by allowing someone to see their true selves, they are giving that person the power to hurt them. This fear of vulnerability often causes Sigma males to remain emotionally distant, even in relationships, as a form of self-protection. While they may long for deeper connections, the fear of being let down keeps them guarded and reserved. 3. Failing to reach their full potential. The fear of not living up to their true potential is a deep, gnawing anxiety for Sigma males. Unlike many others who may fear societal judgment or external criticism, Sigmas are more concerned with disappointing themselves. They set high standards for their own success and feel immense internal pressure to achieve their personal goals. This fear stems not from a need to impress others, but from a desire to fulfill their unique potential and leave a lasting impact on the world. Sigmas are often multi-talented, with diverse interests and skills. However, this breadth of capability can lead to frustration, as they may feel like they are a jack of all trades, master of none. The fear of becoming mediocre at everything and exceptional at nothing drives them to constantly seek out new challenges, push their limits, and strive for self-improvement. But this relentless pursuit of excellence can also be exhausting, leading to burnout or dissatisfaction when they don't feel they're progressing fast enough. As Sigmas grow older, this fear can intensify. The passage of time serves as a reminder that their opportunities to achieve their full potential are not infinite. They may become hypercritical of themselves, constantly comparing their current achievements to their idealized vision of success. This fear of unrealized potential pushes Sigmas to work hard and be lifelong learners, but it can also lead to an unhealthy obsession with perfectionism, preventing them from fully enjoying the fruits of their labor. 4. Being manipulated or controlled without even realizing it. Independence is a cornerstone of the Sigma male identity, so the idea of being manipulated or controlled, especially without their awareness, is a terrifying prospect. Sigmas pride themselves on being independent thinkers who chart their own course in life. The idea that someone could be subtly influencing their decisions or behavior without them realizing it is a nightmare scenario for them. This fear extends beyond obvious forms of manipulation, like being coerced by a boss or a partner. It includes subtler forms of influence, such as societal pressures, cultural expectations, or even media and marketing tactics that could be shaping their thoughts and actions. Sigmas are constantly questioning whether their choices are truly their own or if they've been unknowingly nudged in a certain direction by external forces. This hypervigilance can make them wary of conforming to social norms or trusting others' advice too readily. In response to this fear, Sigma males often develop a strong sense of skepticism and a tendency to overanalyze situations. They are meticulous in their decision-making process, often researching thoroughly before committing to anything. While this caution helps them avoid being easily swayed, it can also lead to a level of mistrust that makes it difficult for them to form close relationships or take advantage of opportunities that require a leap of faith. 5. Being unable to protect those they care about. While Sigma males are often seen as lone wolves who prefer solitude, they care deeply about the few people they let into their lives. Beneath their tough, self-reliant exterior is a profound sense of responsibility toward their loved ones. They see themselves as protectors and guardians, not just in a physical sense, but also emotionally and financially. The fear of being unable to protect those they care about, whether it's a partner, family member, or close friend, runs deep. This fear is rooted in their desire to be seen as capable and reliable, especially by those they love. They pride themselves on being the person others can turn to in times of crisis, and the thought of failing in that role is distressing. Whether it's worrying about a friend's emotional struggles, a sibling's financial difficulties, or a partner's well-being, Sigmas often internalize the problems of those around them. This can lead to sleepless nights and a constant feeling of pressure to find solutions, even for issues that are out of their control. The irony is that their intense desire to protect and support others can sometimes push people away. Loved ones may misinterpret their concern as controlling or overbearing, not realizing that it stems from a place of deep care. For the Sigma male, admitting that they cannot always protect or fix everything feels like admitting a personal failure, which only adds to their fear. 6. Being forced into the spotlight against their will. Sigma males are natural introverts who prefer to work quietly behind the scenes rather than seeking attention. They value privacy and autonomy, and the idea of being thrust into the spotlight is deeply uncomfortable for them. Unlike alpha males who thrive in positions of leadership and visibility, Sigmas prefer to let their actions speak for themselves without the need for external validation or recognition. This fear goes beyond stage fright or a simple dislike of public speaking. For Sigma males, being forced into the spotlight feels like a loss of control over their personal narrative. They carefully curate their public image and guard their privacy, so being exposed to public scrutiny or judgment is something they actively avoid. This fear can sometimes hold them back from fully pursuing their ambitions, as they may shy away from opportunities that require self-promotion or public visibility. Ironically, their reluctance to seek attention often makes them more intriguing to others, drawing curiosity and admiration. Their quiet confidence and mysterious aura can attract the very spotlight they are trying to escape. However, this unintended attention can feel overwhelming and further reinforce their desire to retreat from the public eye. 7. Fear of failure. For Sigma males, the fear of failure is a persistent concern that affects both their personal and professional lives. Unlike others who might fear external judgment, Sigma males are their own harshest critics. They set high expectations for themselves and fear falling short of these standards. This fear isn't just about failing in the eyes of others, but more about failing to meet their own goals and aspirations. Sigmas don't just fear professional failure, but also personal failure, whether it's failing in relationships, as a mentor, or in achieving their self-imposed objectives. Their fear of failure is intimately tied to their drive for success and their deep sense of purpose. When they fail to achieve a goal, they often feel as though they've let themselves down, which can lead to frustration and self-doubt. This fear can either serve as a powerful motivator, pushing them to work harder and smarter, or it can lead to procrastination and avoidance if the pressure becomes too great. The perfectionism that comes with this fear can also prevent him from taking risks or embracing opportunities that might involve the possibility of failure. However, for the Sigma male, success is not just about avoiding failure, it's about fulfilling their potential and proving to themselves that they are capable of greatness. 8. Fear of being dependent on others. One of the core traits of a Sigma male is his fierce independence. Sigmas value their autonomy above almost everything else and take pride in being self-sufficient. The idea of becoming dependent on someone else, whether emotionally, financially, or physically, is deeply unsettling for them. This fear of dependence drives them to maintain a high level of self-reliance, even in situations where seeking help would be beneficial. Sigmas often go to great lengths to avoid needing anyone. They prefer to solve their own problems, manage their own resources, and maintain emotional independence, even in close relationships. The thought of having to rely on others, whether due to illness, financial difficulty, or other circumstances, can trigger feelings of vulnerability and weakness. This fear is particularly strong because it threatens their core identity as independent, self-reliant individuals. While this desire for independence serves them well in many areas of life, it can also become a barrier to forming deeper relationships. Their reluctance to ask for help or show vulnerability can make it difficult for others to connect with them on a meaningful level. Ultimately, the fear of dependency prevents Sigma males from experiencing the full benefits of collaboration and emotional support, even when it's available and needed. 9. Fear of stagnation. A Sigma male's life is defined by progress, growth, and constant self-improvement. They are always seeking ways to evolve, whether it's in their careers, personal development, or relationships. For them, the idea of stagnation, remaining stuck in a routine or comfort zone, feels like a form of failure. They fear becoming complacent, falling into a rut, or failing to capitalize on their potential. This fear of stagnation drives Sigmas to continually push themselves out of their comfort zones, take risks, and explore new opportunities. They are often avid learners, constantly acquiring new skills or knowledge to avoid feeling stagnant. Whether it's taking on a new project, learning a new language, or exploring a different career path, Sigmas thrive on progress and self-improvement. However, this relentless pursuit of growth can sometimes leave them feeling restless or dissatisfied, even when they are achieving great things. The fear of becoming stagnant can prevent them from appreciating the present moment, as they are always focused on what comes next. While this drive for progress is one of their greatest strengths, it can also lead to burnout or frustration when they feel they are not advancing quickly enough. While Sigma males may appear calm, composed, and self-sufficient on the outside, they are deeply influenced by a range of hidden fears. Their fears of vulnerability, failure, betrayal, and dependency shape the way they interact with the world and manage their relationships. Beneath their stoic exteriors, Sigmas grapple with the same insecurities and anxieties as anyone else, though they may be reluctant to admit it. By understanding these hidden fears, it becomes clear that Sigma males are not as detached or emotionless as they seem. Instead, they are individuals striving to balance their desire for independence and control with the complexities of human connection and self-fulfillment. In the end, these fears, while challenging, also serve as powerful motivators for Sigma males to continually push themselves toward growth and self-actualization. That's all in this video, soldiers. If you liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel. Now go out, conquer the world, because you are the chosen one.